There once was a time when humans would dream before their sleep about a great future and great fortunes. Between all those humans, there was a boy who dreamt about greatness, power, and wealth. Yet he always would pray to his God for a chance to bloom and be able to live plentiful. Between the darkness of his room, he decided to pray in low mumbles for wealth and a life long of health. As he falls asleep, a cold breeze coats the room where he has no windows. Tightly he holds the blanket as the silence of the night is broken by a youthful female voice and wakes him by saying his name. Frightful and blinded by darkness, he sits quickly on the edge of his bed and asks loudly, "Who is there?" The answer falls upon the broken, peaceful silence only at 3 a.m. can grant. With shaking hands and cold sweat, he slowly stands and has a sudden sprint towards the light switch. As he looks behind him and standing right there, he stays frozen in fear as a woman, naked, stands in front of him, pale skin and the darkest of hairs. With a side smirk, asks if his prayers were with a pure heart or evil intents. But the boy with frozen stare tries to scream for his mother, yet the woman says softly the word silence. As his lips sealed shut, unable to speak, he stares, and she stares back at him as he tries to leave the room. But the door becomes infinite in distance, and the woman stands really close to him, face to face with him, and tell the boy that his prayers shall be answered, and all he needs to do is accept the blessings. The boy looks at her with shaking eyes and cold sweat dripping off of his chin, and he's able to nod yes. The woman kisses the boy's lip as a tremor on the bed wakes the boy in panic, as if it was just a mere dream. Now the boy has grown into a man. The man has had a prosperous life and plenty of money, good health with lack of disease, whilst the dream hunts him throughout his childhood and teenagehood. Now as a man he wonders if true was such dream, for he can still smell that woman's lips upon his. Now as he grows into an even older man with a big mansion just for him, family and friends he has enjoyed growing up alongside with, he places his head that same night upon the pillow in his bed to be paralyzed, feeling like his ankles and wrists have been pierced with chains, cold as winter, and his old decaying lip skin feels the burning of a million sun. The woman appears right beside his bed, naked, young, same blackened hair, with eyes burning like two bright suns, and tells him that all his blessings will be charged with the price of his loved ones. And now, as he has grown into an old man, he will then be immortal, disease free. Nothing man made will be able to kill him, and no other entity shall release him from the contract. He is a young, naive, ignorant boy accepted. Now the woman kisses his forehead as she becomes smoke, black as midnight, and he can move again, wakes up gasping for air as he looks at his wife while she sleeps beside him. He begs for forgiveness in a low, soft mumble. He knows his life of wonder has come to a conclusion, which his nightmare was actually real. Suddenly, as he sits at the edge of the bed, his wife wakes up gasping for air. Frightened, he tries to help her. He sees her neck like if someone was squeezing it. Slowly, he hears a snapping on her neck. He cries and he begs to leave her alone, but upon dead silence, while his wife's eyes waters, and with her mouth open and shattered neck, he cries upon a lifeless body he once loved, asking the great question, why? To no answer. The sound of silence is fully broken. The phone rings, as he has yet to try to understand what is going on. He looks at the identification caller and sees his only daughter is calling. He breathes deeply and answers the phone to hear his son-in-law, crying, manic, almost able to understand him as tears begin to stream down his face as he thinks of all his friends, his wife, daughter, mother, father, which all have died throughout the past 6 years. Alone in a world of wealth and health, he has tried to commit suicide before, taken pills, tried jumping off a cliff, even considered burning his home with him inside down. To no success, now he aims that gun to his head. With the other hand, he takes his final sip of whiskey, closes his eyes, and pulls the trigger. Alive, still, alone, cannot die yet. He knows his mind plays with him. As the doctor calls in the entrance of his room and a nurse brings the pills, he needs these pills to stop seeing the world only his imagination reflects upon four walls. Only the asylum manifests.